VFX.
Yeah.
Yes, there had been some movies beforehand, but Dennis Quaid had to spend the majority of this movie looking at a tennis ball.
And
Or being
also,
in a puppet's mouth. Like he's very loud in this movie. I will give him that.
no, he's abrupt.
He's very loud. But
But I'll say this though, he got kind of the Christopher Reeve screw job in that, Christopher Reeve was very excited about working with Marlon Brando, and he had one line with him,
yeah,
right?
you're working
Dennis
with Connery.
working with Connery, never on set together. I don't think they ever met.
Yeah, never met. Never met. Because, I mean, Connery just went in the. Like, Connery joined this later on when he was
Yeah.
there. And listen, there's scenes where he puts his arm on the dragon and you just melt. Or when they're in the field and he turns around and he goes, "What?" Like, Dennis Quaid gave this everything, this movie.
Yeah.
You know what I like too is the physicality of him in this movie. I I bought into Bowen 100%. When he
Yeah.
goes into that fake waterfall to fight Draco, I'm like, yeah, he'll be all right. Like I
Go get
believed
him, boy.
everything he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just good. He's selfless performer, had a lot of fun. I don't know. But you're right. I think this movie though, was it marketed as being so family friendly? I remember watching this and hearing the one-liners and just thinking to
So
myself, wait, is that
it it was kind of, I think it was an afterthought, because very late in the run there was a run of Dragonheart action figures. Um,
yes.
they weren't great. Like their legs didn't move and their arms moved a little bit. They're very posed. They were more like figurines than anything. And so there was a line. I think there was like 4 or 5 of them in there, and they're not great. Their likenesses aren't great for the time. They were really lagging behind. However, the dragons that were in that toy line were incredible. Like in the top, there's a talking Draco, and it goes for big bucks now, and it looks incredible. Like it's worth having it just for that dragon if you can get a hold of it. But I feel like those came out. They were kind of slapped on the end because again, I think when the writers were writing it and it was being produced, it was supposed to be this like earnest, like even Jurassic Park was like a very earnest take on dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
And so I think you're right. They wanted it to be Braveheart with a dragon. And then when they realized that wasn't the picture that they made, they quickly said, let's market it towards families. I feel like there was a mid stride pivot.
That makes sense. Because that's what the script was. And then it became that. But here's the thing. You're not going to make Brave. Okay. A studio's not going to give you $80 million to make an R-rated dragon movie.
No.
No. So the writers have really complained about this movie. But the way to make the money back is not to make a dour Solomon Kane-esque film. It's to make a Willow. It's to
Yeah.
make a movie that has a
A
dragon saying one
movie
line.
that's
A
going to
dragon
make
says, "I
some.
did not swallow." It's a Bill Clinton gag
Right.
in this movie, which is the one line that should not have been. It's the one thing that dates it. But
Right.
it's still, I don't know. I think it's good, man. But I also think could a studio? I have a question. Could a studio have faith in a movie and release it next to Tom Cruise,
I don't.
Twister? You can't the Cable Guy. Like you can't The Rock. You can't have like they didn't have faith in this movie, did they?
No, I think this is a Titanic situation. They didn't have, like, the whole story behind Titanic was that Firestorm with Howie Long was going to be released. And they said, we're not going to release it the same week as Titanic, because Titanic is going to bomb. Like the studios put so much money into this movie and it's not good. It's going to bomb. We're going to wait a week and release Firestorm the following week because the studio is going to be looking for something to recoup money because it's going to lose its shirt on this Titanic movie. And then Firestorm never got released to theaters because it was just how many screens can show Titanic.
And Howie Long is like, well, we tried to be counter programming. And it just got swallowed. It just got eaten.
Just got
Pretty
eaten
much.
up.
Yeah, hey, so how about this? Let's take a break, and then when we come back, I have something fun in store for you. How's that sound?
I love it.
All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. And so, Adam, since we started the episode talking about David Thewlis, I thought it might be fun to do a draft where we draft Dennis Quaid movies.
You want to draft Dennis Quaid movies with me right now?
Yeah.
Oh man, I've been waiting for this moment all my life.
How'd you like that head fake?
Oh, it's incredible.
Even though you're half David Thewlis. Since you're
Right.
the guest, and since his bench is so deep, I will give you first pick.
Okay, I'm gonna pick in my mind his most perfect movie, Frequency.
Oh, how dare you.
It's so good.
So good.
And that movie does the thing where it's like you want to stop the murders, right? You want to find out the killer. And so the son gets these bored moments back with his dad, and his dad doesn't die in the fire anymore, but he dies of cancer. But he solves the murders, and that stops. And then at the end, there's that little reveal where he comes in with a shotgun. And he's like, "I quit smoking." Oh, it's so good, Mark.
Oh, man. What a good movie.
Such a great movie.
Oh, yeah, still a great movie. Jim Caviezel. Remember his run when he did, when he also had, he also did Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. All right, I'm taking The Rookie. That's my first pick.
Oh, wow.
Because
that is a great movie. Because it's your turn, coach.
He carries that movie, and he plays for the Tampa Bay Rays, and I lived 10 minutes from the stadium, and I'm a huge Tampa Bay Rays fan. But that's a movie that lives and dies on his shoulders, and 100%. It's a PG movie, and people love The Rookie. If someone who watched The Rookie, you're like, hey, have you seen The Rookie? What'd you think? And it was all right. Like, you'll never, I don't know. It's like 6.9 on IMDb. That's quite high. But yeah, it's a very likable, fun sports movie. So I got to go with The Rookie.
The Rookie is in my top 3 sports movies of all time.
Oh, really? Because it's so, I'm
so
thinking
earnest.
Amiable, right? It's like, it's super likable. It's super earnest. The kid actor in it is good. Isn't it the kid from 2.5 Men? Likable kid.
Yeah.
It's just a good movie. So that's my first pick.
Great movie. Okay. That's a good pick. I think those are fantastic picks, both of us. We're doing great over here. So I'm going to go with a remake.
Well, wait, Flight of the Phoenix?
Flight of the Phoenix. And I'll say, like, Dennis Quaid does not shy away from remakes.
No, he'll do it. He's down.
He's done Footloose. He's done Flight of the Phoenix. He's done The Alamo. He's going for it.
We'll have to do that episode one day because I have the DVD. I bought the DVD because I think you brought it up one time and I saw it for $2, so I bought it.
Oh, yeah. And did you like it?
Oh, I love it. Oh, no, I saw it in theaters, man. It has Tyrese. Come on.
It's got Tyrese.
Come on.
It's so good.
You think the plane crashes, but it flies up. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. I love it. Okay. Oh, man, this is tough. So I'm going to go back to the 80s.
Okay. I thought you were going to pick A Dog's Purpose.
Oh, gosh. He's been turning his good work for so long. Okay. Oh, man, this is tough. Inner Space.
That was on my list, brother.
I mean, come on. You
right?
got to do it.
He's inside. The coolest guy in the world is the inside of Marty Short.
It's amazing. So, yeah.
It's so good.
I'm taking Inner Space. What's your third pick?
Enemy Mine.
Yeah, it's funny. It came down to Enemy Mine or that, and I picked Inner Space. Now, This is going to be an odd pick, but I remember watching it and just really liking him in this movie. I'm going to go with In Good Company.
Okay.
It's Topher Grace, Scarlett Johansson, and he tries to dunk a ball, and he just lands right on his back. And it's a good bit. But I like he's adjusting to Topher Grace coming in. I remember Topher Grace was so good. He's very good in that movie. And I remember a major critic going, Topher Grace will win an Oscar in the next 10 years. I'm like, I think he was just on screen with Scarlett Johansson and Dennis Quaid because, they can carry pretty much anything. So that's why I'm doing that. I'm giving him that.
Okay, so it's funny because I'm picking also a Topher Grace movie.
Really?
Yeah, Traffic.
Whoa. And he plays the dad, doesn't he, in this?
Yeah. And there's a thing where, and this is just me talking, Mark, just me talking. some actors hold on to the cool guy role, and some actors transition to the dad role really well. And I think Dennis Quaid was really good at doing that. Like, I'm going to be like the male cool lead, and then transition to like, well, I'm the dad now. And I'm gonna own that.
Yep. And he did. And listen, he made a very great. You know, it's like Day After Tomorrow. That's one of the all-time dads.
Yeah.
Day After Tomorrow features an all-time movie dad.
Yeah.
He's a good movie dad. Don't kill me, but I'm gonna take Dragonheart.
Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. That's fantastic.
I mean, he puts work in, man. So that's why I'm doing it.
I picked Frequency, so you can pick whatever you want. Freebies, man.
Oh yeah, that's a winner right there. You know what's whenever you say Frequency, it just like it hits me right in my. Like, I guess the best word I can think is feels, because he actually plays a good dad in Kin too.
Yep.
Man, what a great dad. He's in Goliath with my boy Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, Billy Bob, you love Billy Bob.
Best set I ever worked on, man. That dude's awesome.
All right.
All right. What's your fifth pick?
So I'm torn, Mark, between two. I'm torn between two. So one was my safe. This is crazy. Was my safe movie to bring over to a girlfriend's house to watch with her parents for the first time meeting them.
Whoa.
Like if you're like, oh, why don't you come over and have dinner and movie with my parents and meet them? I would always, I was like the movie guy in high school, I would always bring Undercover Blues.
Oh yeah, you gotta have that.
Because it's just like this fun kind of spy movie, and there's bits in it, and it's just a feel good, and it's just really well done. But the other movie that I'm struggling with is The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia.
Oh yeah.
It's like a made-for-TV movie with Christy McNichol, and they're like, he's just a reprobate. Like he's just like he can't get a break. He makes every wrong choice, but you love him doing through it. So I'm gonna go with Lights Went Out in Georgia. It's a better movie, and I think that if people are listening, they haven't seen it. It's on YouTube. That's the kind of movie it is. Go watch The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia.
Love it. Oh, that's a deep bench pick.
Yeah. Oh, and also a little. Let me just read you the cast here, Mark. The top three billed characters are Christy McNichol, Dennis Quaid, and Mark Hamill.
Whoa.
So Mark Hamill plays the sheriff in this movie in '81.
This sounds like fun.
It's great.
Hey, all right, I need to watch this right now. See y'all later.
Yeah, Mark just hangs up.
See you later. Ooh, country singer. So I'm gonna go a different pick. I'm gonna take his role as Frank from Far From Heaven, because it's his only role where he's ever been nominated for a major performance. So he got nominated for a Golden Globe for his performance as Frank. I don't want to say too much from about the plot, but like it's just like in the 50s, he's like an all-American husband, and like something happens with Julianne Moore, and then it kind of breaks down. It's a tough watch, and it's a very, let's see, what's the word? It's like a very Todd Haynes type film, but it's this only movie where he's nominated for a major award. So I'm gonna do Far From Heaven because he puts in you know what's kind of nice about him? When you think about him, you could see him playing a 1950s husband. Yeah. And this one really spins the role on its head. So I'd like that he took chances here, and then he did that. So that's what I'm saying.
No, he's like there's leading men, and then there's actors, and I think Dennis Quaid just happens to be an actor. Yeah,
but if he's on your bench, you're set.
Yeah.
And I think what I like about him too, and I'm going to bring up his name again, but like Walton Goggins, a lot of time these guys realize that like I could have a great but he also carried The Rookie. He carried Day After Tomorrow. So I'm not saying he's not a total star, but I don't think he ever realized what's the word? What am I thinking of here?
What would you think about Dennis Quaid and Walter Goggins in a remake of The Rock?
Who's who?
Quaid is Connery and Goggins is Nick Cage.
You got to make this poster.
I'm making it for you.
Who's Michael Biehn?
Michael Biehn would be played by. Hold on, I got it. I got it in my head right now. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this name out, and you're gonna love it, Mark.
Can we make Ed Harris's character Rob